Greetings everyone and welcome back to Expeditions of Viking, where in the last episode we had a little bit of a scrap with the locals over what ended up being a bit of a, well, just a case of mistaken identity, or mistaken purpose, more to the point. They thought I was trying to plant a curse, when in actual fact I was trying to get rid of one. I know, an easy mistake to make, I suppose, but either way, we had to beat them down. We tried to be as sympathetic in the combat as possible, and only beat them down a little. Right, and that is to say, we beat them down quite a lot, but, you know, let's see, where is the curse? Witch's curse, this is the one we need. Mark that as our currently tracked quest. There we are, that's going to give us a little bit of help finding the various poles. Oh, there's one down there as well. But yes, we avoided any lethal combat, which I suppose is good, but it wouldn't really ingratiate ourselves with our new guest if we went around killing half a village. Hello, Udrost. An old man wearing the leathers of a blacksmith sits in front of the smithy, reclining against the wall. It looks like he's sleeping, but he glances at you out of the corner of his eye. Well met. Do you take commissions? Go away. We don't serve your kind here. My kind? Meaning people with their pockets full of coin? Meaning strangers. They don't know you. I'm not helping you. Now get out. I guess. On the back of the smithy emerges a young man. The skin of his naked torso bronzed from the heat of the forge. With a glance at his master, he quickly evaluates the situation. Then he beckons you over with a backwards nod. One way I insult his master, the other way I insult him. Your master is as stubborn as a goat. The young man grins and wipes sweat from his forehead. He is that, aye. Lazy, too. He hasn't lifted a finger in this place for years. So, how can I help the patient master? I take it from the way you carry yourself. You're not here to get a horseshoe replaced or a shovel mended. That is true. Let's see. Buy some supplies. Do you specialize in arms or armor? I can make as good a suit of armor as anyone around here, but my speciality is weaponry. Well, when I'm not kept busy shoeing horses or mending pots. I want to look at supplies. I'll show you what we have. Just don't expect mates rates. Oh, that's fine. I do like. It's expensive though. Got a lot of wood. 13 wood for one hide, or 135 valuables. 13 valuables per one wood. So, I'd be getting a slightly better deal in selling the wood, I would say. Let's go for 20 hides. That'll do nicely. Thank you very much. Glad you could agree on the price. Will you be waiting for me to make you something with that? Let's have a look at what you can make. Well, stick fingers from his apron. I can't make you weapons. Not in good conscience. I don't know who you are. Well, that's fair enough. I do appreciate the position there, because we could be anyone. I'm very sorry to repeat my master's rejection, but I have to turn you away until you've established a better reputation here. I feel that we are. I'll use my 3 level in diplomacy. If you give me a chance to prove it, you'll see I'm always fair and honest in my dealings. Frowns deeply, clearly torn between caution and sympathy. You know, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't reject a man based on what other people say of him. What are people saying about me? What? Scandalous! Still, you're a good sort, Drast. Let's have a look at the sort of things you can make. Max tier 4. Oh. Armor smithing is max tier 5. Preposterous prices. We can make better ourselves. I hope we can work something out next time. Just come back whenever you want. Maybe later. Thank you very much, Drast, for taking the chance on me at the very least. Very good of you. Very good indeed. I'm sorry that my companions are better smiths. Look, it's gonna happen occasionally. Now then. funny thing. We're gonna... No, no. We're not going to show up and start looting. I mean, taxing is one thing. Looting, quite the other, I'll have you know. Okay. Well, this is going to be awkward no matter what we do. So how about I get you all in here? When I break this, it's going to cause exactly the same thing to happen. Isn't it? Yes? There we go. Oh. Oh, it is not. Oh. Well, that's rather nice. Biak. A burly warrior leans on a spear, chewing on a straw. He regards you through narrowed eyes, but says nothing when you approach him. No, I'm not going to stab him to death. Hey there, friend. You're in charge of these two? I do want to help them after all. He narrows his eyes even further still. Aye. You don't look that important to me. Is it absolutely vital that they remain in captivity? He shrugs. Who am I to say? Okay. I promise you 2. And 80 valuables. I've definitely got that to spare. You must have been standing here for quite some time. If I were to hand you 4 pence for an ale, I could make these sorry sods somebody else's problem. Warrior's eyes the coin in your hand in silence for a long moment. Then he slowly reaches out, closes his fist around the offering, a deep sigh, and sinks off towards the river. See? Diplomacy, people. Yes, 80 valuables, but... Hold up a hand and salute as they run past. Much obliged, thing, Aavak. Yeah, thanks. We'll be seeing you back in Skjern. I better be seeing you. The 80 valuables. You're basically thralls. Kind of. More or less is the way you get a thrall, I suppose. But I'm a kind and benevolent thing, so we're not going to call you thralls, even though you are. In your heart, you know you are. Right, well, we could have a chat with a bunch of people as we walk past, actually. We might want to do that. Okay. A short, stout man is tanning hides near the river. He waves you over when he sees you eyeing his work. Hello there, travellers. You look like a dangerous bunch. Might attempt you with some fine hides from the lowlands, or perhaps meat fit for a king's dinner table. There isn't much of a marketplace. He chuckles. You should be able to find everything you need if you take a look around. What are you after? Well, I take it you're a hunter. That I am. I live and hunt in the lowlands to the south. Everything you see here is the product of my own work. Well, we already know who sells herbs and medicine. We don't need to ask that. Where can I buy salvage? The hunter scratches his bushy beard thoughtfully. The only place I know for that is the blacksmith himself. The smithy's on the farm across the river. Good lad, that dress. Certainly works harder than his master. Ah, see, I should talk to you first. Let me see your wares then. Sure thing. Just so we're clear though, don't expect any discounts unless your reputation improves. That is completely fair. Don't need anything that you've got though. I just wanted to see what you had really. Thank you. Alright, some other time? Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm only going to speak with one person as I'm running through. I do really want to focus. Oops. I totally didn't mean to. I just wanted to look. I promise you. Why am I accidentally a vandal? That's the worst time to be a vandal is accidentally. It's fine if you meant it. It's not so fine if you were just trying to be curious about other people's faith and then you just, crumble the icons of their faith. It's not good. Alright, okay, let's get rid of this. And quest complete. Alright. We are not going to dilly-dally around here. We're going to head straight back. Once again, we're going to use the little robot because I like it. Garrick. Let's go. I think one of the girls is scratching. She's trying to burrow for food in front of her food bowl. Ferrets are a bit dirty when they just wake up. Ulak. The Vikings return. Does Lathrid's curse still linger upon the city? All 4 poles have been removed. I knew I was right to trust you. I knew as soon as I saw you. I feel like a dark cloud is lifted above my home. Here, my best remedies for your troubles. And if you wish to buy more, I offer a discount on all my prices, as promised. We do need to speak about a very specific disease. At last, someone asks about a bloody disease. I don't mean to be insensitive, but I'm just about fed up with curses and evil spirits. Describe the symptoms. Aye, I've heard of a similar ailment. I believe it's caused by a bite of some tiny forest creature. The Barrick clan has been greatly troubled by it, and they know how to treat it. I'm afraid that's trouble, my friend. Barrick is the greatest of Constantine's opponents. He alone among the clan leaders has resisted the alliance, and his clan attacks all who intrude upon their home. Perhaps he'll listen to me. Not a Pict, after all. That will only make things worse. Old Barrick may hate Constantine, but he hates foreigners even more. If you insist on seeking the cure there, you can find the Barrick clan in the forest southeast of Perth. Be sure to come prepared for a fight, though. Well, I gotta be honest. I care more about the happiness of my second in command than the entire population of a clan who would stand between me and ensuring that her happiness continues. So, as callous as that is, the needs of the many absolutely do not outweigh the needs of the few, when that few is nephew's sister. Right. I feel bad. I may try not to murderize them all and simply leave them with a sound beating. Back and Mac. Sorry, I missed the rest of it. Oh, drat! I don't see it. Oh, Back and Mac Adakine. Perth's harbour master has the appearance of a man who spent his entire life carrying full barrels unto and off of riverboats. Vikings roam my town and yet no buildings burn. Now I've seen everything. You the harbour master? Aye, I'm entrusted with the responsibility of controlling trade and traffic along the Tay. What do you want? I need permission to land my ship in your port. He squints suspiciously. What kind of ship may this be? A harmless freight hauler, I'm sure. Sure, the Aavak is quite harmless. I'm not buying it. I've seen the ships you lot come in on. Big scary warships with shields all down the sides and monster heads carved onto the prow. I'll not invite such a ship into my harbour. I thank you for asking permission, but none will be granted, and if you try to land here anyway, your ship will be attacked and sunk. What is your normal fee to use the pier? Crosses his arms. 100 pence annually. I think he's raised the price a little bit, but I do know the fee is high for unrestricted access. Of course, a few can afford to buy access for a whole year, but even if you had that kind of coin, I wouldn't sell permission to the likes of you. I come straight from the Constantine's Hall. We've agreed to work for your king for the time being, but we need the Aavak to serve him best. Oh, if this can skip 3,000 valuables. Strokes his chin. The king has hired you? I guess I see the reason in that. Alright, I'll let you use the pier. You have to pay the standard fee. Deal. Okay. Having the ability to moor the Aavak here would be very useful. I accept. 100 pence sounds reasonable. You have that kind of coin? I underestimated you. Very well. A deal is a deal. From this point on, you can dock your ship at our pier whenever you need to. This fee counts for the warship Aavak and will expire at the beginning of next year. There we are. Port access unlocked. Hooray! We can do many, many things. Many marvellous things. Alright. Mile. Let's have a chat. The woman who tends to this stall is dressed quite differently from the Picts that surround her. And she lacks the blue patterns that adorn her skin. Oh, their skin, rather. The mi toch tu konachde. Amel Fabil. If you need food or herbs, you come to the right place. You look different from everyone else here. I'm almost as much a stranger to this city as you are. I hail from Dalrita, a kingdom to the west. Our people are called the Gales. We've always had close ties to the Picts, but our customs differ. As you've noticed, the whole tattoo thing. We don't do that. Let me see what you have. Might be fabbish. I'll give you a decent bargain, but you should know I reserve my best prices for loyal customers or friends or friends of my people. Nothing particular that I need there. I could sell some of my medicine, actually. Don't need anything you have at all. So I'm going to say no for now. I'm sorry if my selection didn't please you. Perhaps some other time. Farewell. On that note, you didn't really have much either, but let's just have a quick look. Could I trade some... I can't trade herbs for valuables as much. Oh, actually, I can trade herbs for valuables. That being the point. 1 herb for 7 valuables. 1 meat for 3 valuables. 1 ration for 7 valuables. Sure. I wanted to go for quite a few. We've got a lot of medicine that we don't necessarily need to keep hold of. So 70 herbs, and then a good, half of our rations, another 300. Because we kind of need to restock our valuables badly. A good deal for both of us, I think. Will that be all? Aye, it'll be all for now. Thank you very much. Right, onwards then. We've got 1 or 2 more things that we need to do here before we head out for good. I've got 2 more people to speak to. Right then, Una Ingen. A big woman with plump red cheeks is sitting with her legs primly crossed, gorging herself on berries. She is absolutely tearing through her supply. When she spots you, she meets your eyes with a guilty look, then slowly sets down her berry bowl. Kimar Afansbe? You look like the travelling sort. Here to buy food for your journeys? Wow. Your stock must be good. If even you have a hard time keeping your hands off... Wow, why are both of my options insults? If you've lasted, honey. A severe blush invades her face. Almost apologetically, she produces a tray of salted fish. Of course I do. Here, try this. I'll try one. As you expected from the preserved food, it sure has a lot of salt in it, but it still retains a surprising amount of its original flavour. What do you think? Pretty good. The pride immediately straightens her posture. I knew you'd like it. You want to see what else I have for sale? Sure, show me your stock. I'm not one to turn down good coin from anyone, but you can get my best prices with a reputation like yours. That's fine. Let's have a look then. I've got a fair old bit. 13 value. Disagreeable prices. Well, you know, you gave me some. So I'm going to give you some of my meat. In fact, I'll give you 13 meat. We'll trade the meat for the rations. That's fair, I think. I'm so happy you took a liking to that. Really is the best you can get around here. You'll see. I'll be back. Never, because I can make my own food. But I felt bad taking a sample and then not taking any actual food. Not actually trading. A burly man stands in front of a small farmhouse with mulch up to his elbows. His face is screwed up with concentration. All his attention focused on the attempt of removal of a particularly gnarly root. One of the women of the farm whistles loudly to get his attention when she sees you entering. The man wipes sweat from his forehead, leaving a thick streak of earth behind. You're a dangerous-looking bunch. What do you want? Do you know of a woman called Kira? The man's expression suddenly gains a hard edge. It's difficult to tell if he's merely suspicious or outright hostile. I know her. I'm told you have something that belongs to her. Your what? My replacement? Wow. I assure you, I'm doing no such thing. Puffs his chest and places both hands on his waist. It's a pose clearly meant to intimidate, but it's most of all makes him look comical. But she sent you to get the horn? Yes, she did. Tough luck, lad. She gave that horn to me as a symbol of her everlasting love. Last I checked, forever isn't quite over yet. Why hang on to a trinket? You've clearly lost her love. The horn will change nothing. Yeah, I'll go with diplomacy too. We had some good times, we did. The girl isn't right in the head, though. She's certainly intense. Being with her is like lighting your heart afire. But you know, you're right. It's over. It's been over for years. There's no reason to hold on to this anymore. Dreamer look comes over him. Have fun with that girl. She's out of her damned mind, but she's the greatest lay I've ever had. Not what I'm looking for. Oh my lord, I think the neighbour's children are having a whale of a time. Nephew wrinkles his nose in distaste. Crude. Indeed, nephew. Right. Let's have a look at our current quest situation then. Tydic must die. Spare Caltrim, Mac. Yeah, we'll try and spare them. Clanstock Curse, seek the cure in the forest home of the insular MacBragger clan, southeast of Perth. And safely dealings. Catch the little brat who's been stealing from you. We'll take care of that. We've got the horn. So all we need now is the fairy ring. Tale of Two Kings. Deposed king. And the final expedition. Keep an eye out for more clues as to your father's travels. Okay, well that's not at all too bad. Very well, let's head back to the map. We'll see how things go. Alright, we've got a lot of areas that we can go to. Got a camp just north. Where's that clan? The clan is just down here. Forest clearing. Right, well, they said that the clan was to the south. How far to the south are you talking? Let's go and set up our quest logs. The Hell's-Out Curse is the one that we care the most about. Now they said to head south. In the forest home of the insular... Alright, okay, so it's probably this. MacDomnall's farm, a small farm on the coast of Loch Lomond. Somewhere I have yet to be, actually, in real life. Pictish King doesn't exactly welcome you to open hall. If you want to work with him, you'll have to gain his trust. Fortunately, an opportunity to present itself in the form of a rival. Travel to the farm where Colonel Tadig has made camp. You could head there, and it is on the way. But we're going to have to be coming back up this way anyway. And I fear we've already spent a lot of time doing all of this. No, we're going to prioritize sorting out. It's going to be nighttime soon. How far could we walk before we're exhausted? That's only going to take us 14 hours is a long walk, considering it's already night. No, we're going to stop in the forest campsite and then we're going to continue on. We need to get down there. We're going to have a rough fight when we get there. But I'm not allowing anything else... Oh, wrong thing. I'm not allowing anything else to delay us in helping Nephew's sister. You're drawn from your path by the flapping of black wings. Crows descending to feast on carrion prize. Beyond the trail and out of view, you find the remains of a hapless traveller. The corpse is putrid and badly mangled by the attention of the black birds. You find it difficult to determine any significant features beneath the festering scars and pus-filled, maggot-riddled gashes. Little attire remains, though the corpse seems deliberately to have been robbed of its footwear. Your best guess is that this person was a simple traveller who ran afoul of hungry animals or was killed for a pair of sturdy boots. You search the area, turns up nothing of value. Disappointed, you resume your travels. Well, that was actually kind of interesting that nothing happened. Yes, we want to camp here. Start restocking our provisions so that we can use that for trade, if nothing else. We need plenty, and I do mean plenty, of gold. Of valuables, rather. Alright. Okay, so what can you help me with? Let's have a quick look. What be you good at? You are good at lots of things. You're an archer, and actually a bit of a spear maiden as well. We seem to be collecting spear maidens. Yeah, you've got interrupt. Actually, have you got... You haven't got anticipate opening. I would really like that, but we're not going to have it just yet. You have not got much heat. Well, actually, you've got tactical move, spot traps, and snaring. Activate snaring. First enemy to enter melee range is snared for 1 turn. The effect is lost if the character moves. Maybe taunt as well would be a good one to give you. You've got some hunting. You know what? Hunting is always useful. That being said, wouldn't mind giving you Strider. Well, we can't afford it yet. That's a bit of a shame. Evade is also quite nice. There's a lot of things in here I'd like to give you. Quick Feet you've already got. Point Blank. It's a very nice one. Night Owl. Night Vision. Low Profile. Sharpshooter. Halves the damage penalty for aimed shots. Okay, we'll grab that one. There we go. But you're more a hunter than anything else. I'm going to need to... You're probably going to be tired. Yeah, you will become tired. I'm going to need to get that sorted for you then. Okay, fair enough. We'll be hunting as well. We're going to have quite a lot coming from this. Now, if you could preserve, you will not be preserving. We haven't got enough meat. Well, we need to fix that then, don't we? Surely we do. In fact, let's have you doing the cleaning. Kettle, stop cleaning. Come and hunt with the rest of us, please. There we are. And get you cleaning up. Okay. Nathia, you're helping out. Thank you. Right then, what do we want to make? Well, this is a questionable one. Or we can get better armor. Let me have a look at you two. I always forget which is best at armor and which is best at weapon smithing. Armor smithing, 404. You got 3 or 4. So it will be you for armor smithing. I thought that was the case, but I just wanted to make sure. So crafting, armor wise, what is it? Oh, actually, what is it that we're going to need? Let's have a quick look. Now, we've got quite a lot of very nice armor already. Let's have a quick glance. +1 movement, plus fire resist. In fact, let's just make sure my main herd are all properly equipped. That would be bad for you. But is it bad because of damage reduction? No, it's generally okay. How about you? Accuracy penalty is increased. No, that's fine. Kettle might actually get a fair benefit from that. Metal resistance would be up a decent amount. Accuracy, I don't need from you, so yeah, we're swapping that out. That does help us a bit, and then you can have this. No accuracy penalty for that one. Okay, that's not so bad. But of the other items then, I'm going to say probably some regular armor, some hide. Let's see. Armor, please. Oh my lord. Right, what do we want? Armor oil? Armor balm, perhaps? Womp. Melee damage reduction is 40. Or we can have a wallop load of range damage reduction. Or I can balance it, if I particularly want to. We could have 25-25 with armor balm. 100% chance to craft special property, +5 HP regeneration per turn. Armor padding. Applies the joints and seams of the armor, protects the wearer from poison. Leather to craft the armor makes it resistant to fire. Adds more slots to carry items into combat. Allows the freedom of movement. No, I think this should be good. Using this armor balm is going to make something especially lovely. Thing is, we had more hides. No, we're gonna save that. If we could make something truly wondrous, we should. We should wait on it. So it looks like you're just going to be helping us out with hunting then. Let's get you to hunting then. 0 to 50. We are going... The probability range of how much the food at this campsite will decrease when you hunt here. Yeah. Let's get everyone hunting for the night. Adis is still available. Shift. See if you can preserve anything. You still can't preserve. Why? That shocks me. Cat and Daughters assign tasks that yield no results. Okay, well, you can help us scouting then. There we are. Actually, that being said, perhaps instead you could repair. Yeah. Let's get that repaired. Repair selected. In fact, repair everything that is currently worn by someone. All those can be repaired. Yes, please. If you can get that done. And we have a look in here at any other weapons. These are not being used by anyone, so I'm actually going to just break them down. I see no particular reason to have these around. There we go. Got some extra salvage as well. Alright, make camp. Ooh, I was going to say, let's see if we end up with any crazy dreams, but no. You're enjoying a rare moment of respite in the company of a bowl of a nice hot stew when Nefia lowers herself down next to you with a weary groan. She squeezes her shoulders twice, as though to check if it's still firmly attached. Then she tugs at the edges of her armour. Would you help me with this, please? Sure. You untie the laces and lift the armour. Have she broken her, pulled her shoulder or something? Off over her head, eliciting another groan of discomfort. You notice that her shirt is soaked with blood at the shoulder. Ah, Nefia. You've got healers. You should have said something. She rolls up her sleeve to reveal a brutal and bloody bruise. Procuring a piece of cloth, she dips it in water and dabs at the edge of the wound. Let me help you with that. You clean the wound with water and then fetch the dried cow piss to disinfect. I mean, you know, you gotta use what you gotta use. You can feel her tense up as you apply the ointment, but she doesn't make a sound. It's a bloody sloppy of me to let him get past my defences. I was fortunate he didn't make better use of the opportunity. She hands you a roll of woven cloth and you wrap it tight around her shoulder. Knowing Nefia, she won't let a bruise like this affect her fighting. Thank you. You always take good care of me. I mean, that is exactly what I would do in this situation. See, this is the problem, is I find in many games... so sorry about that. I've closed the window now, so those very high-pitched giggles of glee won't disturb the recording. But where was I? Yes, because my character is already in a relationship, I don't want to do this because it obviously is going to lead to a bit of an awkward situation when it becomes clear that that wasn't my intent. But as I said, this is exactly what my reaction would be in this situation if it were playing out. Being in a relationship, because I wouldn't perceive this as being a signal that I want to be in another one. But games often have a very black and white view of things. If you're nice to someone of a potential romantic interest nature within the game, then it must mean you're pursuing that relationship. And it was something that kind of grated on me a little bit in Mass Effect as well. But no, I'm going to go with what I would do. She's one of my best friends. I'm going to squeeze the other shoulder comfortingly. You feel her muscles relax under your touch, and eventually she places her own hand on top of yours. You sit there for a while, feeling the warmth of the crackling fire. Nefia brushes a strand of golden hair away from her face. What have we gotten ourselves into? Well, we came here because we had no other option. I mean, literally in this place, I came because of your sister. But to the island, because Skjern needs it. There is no other option. And I was clear of that at the beginning. I didn't come here for conquest. I came here to save Skjern. Perhaps that's true. But are we right to come here? This place seems more peaceful than home. More ordered. Are we right to bring our troubles here? Now that is a particularly heavy question. And I appreciate that Nefia is the sort of person to think of that. I can still hear the children. They are having so much fun. I find it hard to be annoyed. But there's a little part of me that's like, but I want to record. Perhaps things are better here, but we must focus on the future of our clan for now. They're no more ordered, simply ordered differently. Their peace is nothing but the iron grip of a king. Peace is their weakness. It has made them complacent. I don't know, there is a certain peace here, but yeah, as we've seen, there's lots of politicizing around it. She thinks on that for a moment. Then she nods. I think you're right. Peace and tyranny can be difficult to tell apart from the outside. But to those who live under threat, perhaps the difference isn't so subtle. She leans over and places a tender kiss on your cheek. No matter how bad things get, I'll always be here for you. Thank you, Nefia. With that, Nefia slings her armour over her good shoulder and sorted off to resume her chores for the night. End dialogue. That was actually very, very sweet. And if it weren't for the fact that little heart implied that I was going down a romantic route, that would have been all the sweeter and absolutely something I wouldn't have thought twice about between good friends. But it irks me that I know that the game is thinking differently, because now that has set me up for an awkward situation later on, I think. And it will be more awkward than usual, because I'm quite happy in the situation that we have. It's not something I'm looking to. I don't think my character would look for a relationship with Nefia, despite being really, really close, simply because Nefia is such a skeptic, whereas my character has, through our playing of the game and discovering the choices and going with my instincts on what my character would feel, we've discovered that my character is a very superstitious, very God-fearing or God in awe of the gods kind of person. I definitely think Roskva is the better fit for that. 11 hide. That's unfortunate. 9 medicine gained. 10 rations. 26 meat. My lord. And we used up 4 salvage as well. That's fine. Okay. Well, on that note, though, we're wrapping up the episode here. In the next, we're going to be heading on to try and save Nefia's sister. It's taken us a lot of work to do this, but we will do what we can. Clan power is increased. Ooh, did something just finish? It did. Marvellous. I approve enormously. Prevents soggy feet from walking through the mud. I mean, that would be nice, true enough. We could increase by 8 power if we wanted to. Get up to 50 power there. Yeah, we're going to be gaining now 3 hides weekly, which is very, very nice. Increase prosperity, perhaps. 4 prosperity and 8 rations weekly would definitely be nice. 75 valuables weekly. Place for your people to publicly settle disputes. Or more prosperity. I think we're going to go with the Folkmoot. We're going to upgrade to Folkmoot rank 2. It's not a huge jump in power, but it is a decent jump in valuables. So let's start that one going. We have no thralls. Much is the pity. It'll take us a week to finish the rank 2 Folkmoot. But that's where we're ending this episode. I really, really do hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoy the way that I tend to approach the decisions in our RPGs. I've mentioned it before, but I enjoy finding out who my character is by playing them. Not the game telling me who they are, but rather being faced with decisions and then from the decisions that I've picked, working out what kind of character that I'm playing. And it does lead to more enjoyment, especially when replaying these sorts of games, because if I pick different choices, then slowly it builds up the image of a different character in my mind, and I find it very easy to then go to different places with them. So hopefully that's not too distracting, because I do tend to talk around my my decision and try to work out really where we are with them. But that's going to be it from me. So until next time, and as always, do take care, everyone, and thank you so much to the patrons who make this series possible. Bye.